Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Slot man moves right. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's out right at the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And completes it once more to Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Report.
from the gun. Jackson throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and goal, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The slot man in motion right. Murray now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. They'll give it to Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to... about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cooper will come in motion right. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's got room. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Murray now. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Murray now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Cooper, the man in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 29 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The center receiver in motion to the right. First down, Murray. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to... as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Slot man moves right. Murray now on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Third down, here's Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Eagles. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, a quick throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Nyheim Hines. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Murray. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustment.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Hey, Ace, swim. Overlook. Big Ace.
Murray going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Ridley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, rolling to his left. This is Anderson, and he goes out right around the 39. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. In motion left, that's Cooper. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Change it.
Jackson. Pass complete to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Come back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Green.
The slot man in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Come on.
First down, Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Push.
Straight ahead, Patterson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Cooper will come in motion right. Now Jackson. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On first down. Hines down to about the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Cooper the man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
Mm.